All right, the president's scheduled today at 11. He's making an announcement in the Oval, open to the pool. It's been reported by several places that it has to do with making the prices for
GOP.
weight loss drugs lower. I find those drugs to be dangerous and damaging for people. I'm not sure that this is the best use of our government's time. But then
Oh,
he's got,
wait, just to be clear,
yeah.
again, without going down a rabbit hole, uh, it's much bigger than that. I mean, you look at the cost and accessibility of these drugs writ large for the general public, but then when you look at what it does in terms of long-term chronic stuff, and this is the other part of the announcement, is that it appears to put not just the prices on the Trump RX for average everyday folks, but it allows the Medicaid schedule to add it on there. What that does is two things. One, it means that it's going to be available for people 65 and older a lot more than type 2 diabetes. But secondly, the VA, so many other people, so many other things drive their drug price and availability, insurance companies off of the schedule that Medicare uses. So this sounds wonky, but at the end of the day, this is going to drive down cost. This is huge. We're talking millions and millions of Americans. We're not talking about just weight loss, but chronic diseases going forward, cardiovascular things like this, long-term type 2 diabetes. So I actually think that this announcement, and Batya made this point on my show the other night, like Trump is addressing drug prices. This is one of the biggest issues in affordability that Americans face every day. So he's done it before on heart medication, some of these other drugs. These are drugs that millions and millions of Americans are dealing with every day. And for the Trump administration to tackle it is huge. Here's the caveat, Mark. They did this last time. They did it, and then they said, okay, we put out a press release. This is the kind of thing that I know it may sound like a quick Oval Office thing. They should be going out there and singing this from the rooftops. Millions and millions of Americans are paying anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 to get this down to 149 is a big, big deal. And this is, we talk about the election, what the takeaway was, what everyone in the White House, what everyone on the left is saying. It's affordability, affordability, affordability. This is one where they should be taking 5 victory laps over and over and over again and getting the cabinet out there.
I agree with everything he said, except I think these drugs are not sufficiently tested because I've seen people using them and I don't like the impact they have. And just to be clear, I'm not talking about myself. I could use some weight loss, but I would never trust those drugs. But for all other drugs, things it's spectacular.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.